First off, a huge congratulations to you. You did it. You passed the exam, you've got that brand new real estate license, and you are ready to build the life you've been dreaming about. But now, right after all that hard work, you're staring down one of the first and honestly one of the biggest decisions of your entire career. Which brokerage do you partner with? All right, let's dive in. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the real deal reality for new agents. Then we'll lay out a blueprint for success. We'll talk about why your choice of partner is so incredibly important, what tools you absolutely need for growth, how your commission actually works, and finally, how to launch your business right. Look, you got into this business for a reason, right? To build a career worth having, a life worth living. But before we get into the fun stuff, we have to talk about a tough reality that every single new agent faces the second they get that license. Okay, this number, it's a bit of a shocker. The National Association of Realtors found that a staggering 80% of new agents are out of the business within their first 2 years. Now, that's a tough statistic to hear, I know, but facing it right now is the very first step to making sure you land in the 20% that absolutely thrives. This quote right here, this is the exact mindset you should be looking for in a brokerage. It's a promise that your success is their success. The right partner refuses to let your dream just become another number. They are invested from day one in helping you completely shatter those odds. So, how do you make sure you beat those odds? Well, it's not about luck, not at all. It's about having a proven formula. So let's pivot away from the problem and look at a solution that is backed by tons of data. You know, Jason Abrams, who's the head of industry at Keller Williams, he just nails it with this. Success in real estate isn't some secret trick or a magic wand. It's a formula, a clear blueprint that's been built on the best practices of thousands of top agents who've come before you. And that whole formula, it really boils down to these 3 simple but super powerful pillars. First, you need the right data. That means knowing who to talk to. Second, you need a compelling message, knowing what to say. And third, you need consistent follow-up, which is the engine that's going to drive your entire business forward. So let's get really specific. How much data are we talking about? Well, research from the top agents in the industry points to a very clear number. If you want to build a predictable, thriving business, you need a database of at least 201 people. That's your starting point. But, you know, just having that database is only step 1. The real magic, the engine for your business, is the follow-up. The data shows you need a plan to connect with every single person in that database at least 36 times a year. That systematic contact is exactly how you stay top of mind when they're ready to make a move. And what happens when you put those 2 things together? A database of 201 plus people and a system for 36 follow-ups? Well, you make it highly probable that you'll earn a 6-figure income, or even more. It truly is a straightforward recipe for success. Okay, so you've got the blueprint, but think about it. A blueprint is just a piece of paper without the right team and the right resources to actually build the house. And that's exactly why your choice of brokerage is the foundation for your entire career. This is probably the single most important decision you're going to make when you're starting out. Don't just look for a brokerage that gives you a desk and a logo. You need to look for a true business partner, someone who invests in your growth, gives you leverage, and really, truly puts their agents first. So what does a partnership like that actually look like in the real world? This is a great example. This chart shows the market share in Tampa Bay. A brokerage like Keller Williams has over 8% of the entire market. When you partner with an industry leader in your local area, you get instant credibility and a massive competitive edge right from the start. So how does a partnership like that translate into actual tools for you? A great partner doesn't just tell you what to do. They give you the specific resources, the toolkit you need to actually go out and execute the plan. This right here, this is what world-class support looks like. On the left, you've got the long-term curriculum. That's your strategic path from launching your career all the way to mastery. And then on the right, you see the daily tactical stuff, in-person and virtual classes on everything you can imagine. It's strategy and tactics working together every single day. And that support system, it should go way beyond just training. The right brokerage provides a complete business in a box. We're talking award-winning tech, contract reviews for every single deal, on-call tech support when you need it, E&O insurance, exclusive apps, and the market data you need to be the expert. These aren't extras. They should be essentials, included from day one. All right, let's get to the part everyone's curious about, how you get paid. It is so important that you understand the financial model of your brokerage partner, so let's break down how commission really works. First up, let's start at the top with GCI, or gross commission income. It's simple. This is the total commission that comes from a sale. So, for example, on a $400,000 home with a 3% commission, your GCI is $12,000. Now, from that GCI, you have what's called the split. This is just the percentage of the commission that's shared between you and the brokerage. It's how the brokerage covers the costs of all that amazing training, tech, and support we just talked about. And that leads us to the most important part of this whole thing, the cap. This is a model designed to reward your hard work. It's the absolute maximum amount you will ever contribute to the brokerage in your anniversary year. Once you hit that cap, you keep 100% of your commissions. It's that simple. Here's why this is such a game changer. A capped model puts a ceiling on your expenses, but completely removes the ceiling on what you can earn. For instance, some Keller Williams groups have a cap around $21,000. The second you've contributed that for the year, every single dollar of commission you earn after that is 100% yours to keep. Okay, so you have the blueprint, you've got the partner, you have the tools, and you understand the financial model. You are ready to go. So let's look at what those first steps to launching a truly successful business actually look like. Your launch really begins with a shared vision and a mutual commitment. This is about so much more than just closing deals. It's about partnering with a team that is genuinely dedicated to helping you build a business worth owning so you can go out and live a life worth living. This is how you go from being a newly licensed agent to a successful business owner. You've already done the incredibly hard work. Getting your license was tough, and now the real adventure begins. So the final question isn't just if you're ready to build a business, it's who you will choose to build it with. Are you going to choose a partner who has that proven blueprint to help you beat the odds and create the career you've always dreamed of?